It's been almost 14 long years of waiting for the release of this game, and I couldn't be happier. Obviously, there's a question of what this game will bring to the table with, holy shit, 50 hours of content on the story alone. Today I wanted to look at what the trailers have shown us, what we can infer, and what should be added in. Obviously the game hasn't released yet, so some of the stuff I may talk about may already be added, but nevertheless, let's go. Strictly gameplay speaking, the game seems floaty. And this has been a bit of a hot topic for around a year, ever since we first saw gameplay of Olympus. In Kingdom Hearts 2, you didn't go into air combat unless you really wanted to go into air combat, or if the enemy was above you. In KH3, it seems like you go into aerial combos from the ground even if the enemy is on the same level as you. Obviously, the main concern is things like mob fights that we see in the final battle trailer. If you're being lifted up into the air every time you try to fight a single enemy, they better have some decent aerial abilities to compensate. In order to tackle a subject this complex, I had to bring in some help.
My name is Bl00dyBizkitz online. I stream on twitch.tv. So I've been speedrunning since 2013, and my main focus has been Kingdom Hearts related stuff. I started running Kingdom Hearts 2 and then kind of been bouncing around the entire series, just running various games. Yeah, really, my biggest concerns with Kingdom Hearts 3 is game feel, really, which is just how easily you are able to control your character on screen. And if you feel like, the controls themselves are really tight and responsive, it's the sort of thing that you don't really notice as you play the game, because it's just so well done. You don't really have to worry about it. Okay, well, the combos are not the best, and enemies are kind of tough to deal with. Why not try and stack up situation commands? Why not make a Thundaja or a Blizzaja, or by chaining together a lot of fires, and then eventually the game will reward you with a situation command, which is a big finisher or some sort of new form that'll kind of give you a tactical advantage against enemies. And I wouldn't really have an issue with that if the game, first of all, if it was consistent. The other issue is the fact that the principle of the thing is that you're just, when you get a second form, or you get Spellweaver in 0.2, you're just getting a new form for doing what you should be doing. You hit them, and then the game just kind of, after a while, the game just gives you a big thing off to the side, oh man, you did it, you get to use this new form now, instead of it being this mechanic where it's okay, I'm going to go into this fight, and I'm thinking I'm going to use Master Form at the start. You don't really get to do that. You don't get to go into that fight and preload it or preset it. You just have to build up the combo, and then it's okay, well, now you get to use it.
Now when you think about it, realistically, we've only seen around 5% of this game at maximum. A 40 to 50 hour story with extra content that supposedly brings the total to around 60 sounds close to what KH2 is, and all the cutscenes of KH2 totaled to around 1/5 to 1/6 of the playtime. If we get that same sort of game layout in Kingdom Hearts 3, then I don't think anyone will be complaining. But now there's the topic of a sequel. Nomura has stated that titles after Kingdom Hearts 3 will still feature Sora as the protagonist, confirming that there will be more games after this one. I personally don't want one. Everyone at this point knows about the legacy of KH3, how long people have been waiting, wondering if the game would be cancelled or not, so on. Something like KH4 wouldn't drum up nearly as much hype and excitement. Bottom line is this: if Kingdom Hearts 3 can live up to the hype and become a game that will stick in people's brains for years to come, then there needs to be a look taken at what was like most about the previous series. If they can create an experience that will please all fans across the board, then you'll have a truly magical game on your hands.
I want it to be a really good action game. That's really what it comes down to, is that I want it to be a fun game. I want it to be a game because, I guess this is just me. I know there are a lot of people that have enjoyed the series up to this point, but a lot of players like me feel like they haven't had an enjoyable experience playing a Kingdom Hearts game since Kingdom Hearts 2. And that was in 2006. So I'm really hoping that we get something that, it's not, I'm not saying that, I can always come back and play Kingdom Hearts 2. That's not a problem, and I'll never really get tired of that sort of game. But you know, even if Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't as good as Kingdom Hearts 2 or isn't better than Kingdom Hearts 2 gameplay wise, as long as it's just like a fun game that every now and then I'll feel like, you know what, I kind of want to play this game. You know what, I want to load up a file and I want to try something new. I want to try this out or something. If it can do that for me and just be like just a solid, enjoyable experience, then that's good enough for me, I guess.